Hi. Hello, good afternoon. I just got off work, so it is currently 4:33 p.m. Eastern Standard. Um, I just wanted to do another video on, my unbiased opinion on Charlie Kirk. I've been doing this now for a week, researching him. Um, but I wanted to say, hello, happy Monday. I had a good weekend. I did rest. Um, my voice, I rested, relaxed, played some video games, got to see my wife finally. Her plan was late, but I got to pick her up Saturday night, not Monday, Sunday morning. We got home at like 12:04 a.m., somewhere around that area. But just like so back to, what's currently going on. Unfortunately, she is working. She had to work yesterday and she's working in today. She's currently at work right now. Um, yeah, so she's home. We're gonna still try to get her to hop on. She doesn't want to like do what I'm currently doing, which is fine. I even told her I was like, they just want, you guys just want to meet her, see what she's about. I'm super excited for that, and I hope that she does. So back to now, I would say part 6 on my research on an unbiased opinion on Charlie Kirk. There are tons of comments of support, of different opinions, and just some really hateful stuff. Clearly, some of these people that are saying a lot of hateful things towards me didn't listen to me saying I had no idea who he was, and this is just my personal opinion on someone that I knew nothing about. So yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna still run into people like that. Unfortunately, we cannot control what other people say. The only thing that I can do as me is just pray for them and, of course, forgive them. In terms of my current condition, obviously I'm still coughing, but I am a lot better than I was. That weekend of rest was very helpful, and I plan on doing that for the foreseeable future on the weekends. While I still have bronchitis. We all know that bronchitis, you can treat the symptoms, but you cannot get rid of it. I'm going to have it probably for the remainder of this month, maybe, and possibly part of next month like I did last year, but it's fine. As you can tell, I'm good. So, this weekend I was kind of more focusing on like what other people were saying, reactions to other people on both sides, and what's just currently going on. There are a lot of people that are just, you know, hating on him with no real valid reason as to why. I did watch a lot of his debates where people were saying that he's just a horrible person, whether he's being racist or fascist or everything in between. And he always asked them, "Can you name one time?" And of course, they couldn't name any time and just started insulting him instead. Nothing you can do about that. That happens to me too. I mean, it's happening to this channel. Someone even stated on watching the first video, they just said that I look like someone waiting for a hot pocket, and that I live with my mom, and that apparently they could hear my mom in the background. Um, yeah, no one's here. So, but yeah, I mean, you're gonna have people like that no matter where you go. You cannot avoid people who are just angry at the world and have nothing to live for. At that point, when it comes to those people, the only thing that I can suggest is just to pray for them, love them, and forgive them, just like Jesus teaches. And that's what I do. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. Because, I mean, I've been through situations where I was just not in, gosh, excuse me, not in a good mindset. I was, upset, angry, you're gonna have that. Even everyone goes through those types of situations. So I'm not holding them against it. But again, there are still some people that clearly did not listen to the fact that I stated that I had no idea who he was, and I'm just doing, research. A ton of people are actually. I've been reading comments. People are going down the rabbit hole just like I am, just to try to figure out what's going on. There's people on the left that are just as upset as people on the right about this whole situation, about him losing his life the way that he did. It was not okay. I did look at some of the news reports on everything, and I don't know. Like, honestly, between you and me, I have no idea why CNN is even a news network anymore. They were trying to write this as like a tragic love story, or one of the people that were talking about it were with the assassin between him and his boyfriend. I really do not understand, and a lot of them are sitting there saying that, well, they don't, we don't have a motive. Its motive has been stated multiple times. I don't know why you're sitting there saying that you don't know what the motive is. It's literally right there for you to see. But so what I've been seeing is a lot of denial from a lot of news outlets, a lot of gaslighting from news outlets. There are still tons of people from every which way of life coming out saying that they were never religious, but they feel that string being pulled since this whole situation has happened more than they used to. There are tons of people when it comes to me reviewing what people are saying about him, I'm going to the people that actually knew him, not just some random person who had an opinion of, oh, I just don't like that guy because of this and this and this. I went to the people that knew him. I went to the people that interviewed him. I went to the people that talked to him like on a personal level. And every single person that's talked to him on that personal level, not the debates, because, that's not really a personal level, you're just there talking. But like having like a sit down and one-on-one and having like an interview for over an hour or stuff along those lines. Every single person has nice things to say about him. And I mean every single person. I still cannot find anything on Charlie that makes him a bad guy. I can't. He's not a bad guy. That's my personal opinion. Out of everything I've seen so far, he's not a bad guy. He is a loving husband, a great father. His daughter was like, oh my gosh, those videos broke my heart every single time I was watching them. Seeing him like just and his daughter running up, getting all excited, and it breaks my heart. And so far, like the things that I think that we as people should take from this more than anything else is how people are coming together in prayer, how people are coming together in worship. Like to me, that's still the most important factor. Bless his wife's heart. You can tell she is struggling so hard, but is still out there doing her thing. Like, she is an amazing woman, and she just lost her husband, and she's still out there fighting the fight that she believes that she needs to fight. It's just, it's like at this point, it's just like you either are going to continue to deny the truth on Charlie, especially based on what I have been seeing. Like, there is a truth, then there is a middle ground of like 50-50, where it's a little bit true, a little bit not, and then there's just the narrative false lies that a lot of news networks, we all know which ones that they are saying about him. Because if anyone really wanted to get a true opinion on him, instead of just reading just like this videos titled reading a headline or watching some crazy person on TikTok or watching certain news networks saying all these like things because they have been screaming racist and fascist towards him for years. Go to the source, just like I'm doing. I'm going down the rabbit hole, and I am really far in it now. And I'm not going to be stopping anytime soon. And there is just so many hours of footage that I still need to review. So many interviews that I still need to watch. And it's one of the debates that kept popping up on my feed is a woman who was complaining that he was constantly interrupting. He set the microphone down on the table and just let her talk. And she continued to sit there and complain about how he's interrupting her. And won't let her talk. Like, are people really that unhinged now? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. I really don't get it. But I mean, I'm trying. I'm trying my best. I'm doing my due diligence. I am researching the way that I believe is the correct way to research. Go to the source. Of course, listen to other people's opinions. Of course, but we all have to know that opinions are just opinions. They're not facts. I'm basing my opinions on just how I perceive him, and every single time I look at him, I see a man with so much life and like joy in his eyes and smile. Like, you cannot tell me that every single time you see him talking to someone, you can see the joyness in his face. I see it every time. I see it every single time. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much getting to the point where it's just like I said that I'm going to continue to do this for however long I need to. But it seems like almost like I don't need to, but I still want to. It's like I want to. Do I need to? At this point, I would say probably not. I mean, every single time I do research and I look at his stuff and I read, I watch, I always I come to the same answer every time. A good father, a good husband, a loving man, a guy who welcomed everyone. Literally welcomed everyone. He wanted people who disagreed with him and to prove him wrong at the front of the line. And every single time I watched him debate someone, he always welcomed them every single time. Even people were just being rude to him. I remember one where a person came up and said, he asked him for their name, and his response was none of your business. And he, of course, it was like a joking manner, but you could hear the love in his voice. Nice to meet you, Mr. None of your business. And they continued. So, like, he respected everyone who walked up to the microphone. And I still don't understand why people are saying, oh, he's debating college kids. They're not kids. They're adults. Some of them in their early 20s. Some of them even in their mid-20s. He debated college professors. He welcomed everyone. So I still don't see it. And I would still stand by, the whole thing of if, he's racist because he doesn't support DEI, then I'm diabetic for gaining a few pounds. Like that argument right there is like the dumbest argument I've ever heard. Like I listened to what his concerns were with it, and I literally cannot find fault with why he does not support DEI. I honestly can't. I can't see any fault with it. I personally cannot. I have no opinion on DEI because, well, I mean, granted, technically speaking, I could probably use DEI because I am just broke and have no money at all. Never been wealthy at any point in my life. I mean, heck, if you guys saw, I'm living in a prefab building that's an apartment. Yeah, it's. I mean, but it's home. I like it. It has plenty of room. I just wish it was a little bit cheaper because it's definitely not worth the amount that I'm spending each month. But it is what it is. But I mean, like, I really cannot find anything to hate on Charlie. I can't. I really cannot. Like, he is the type of person that I would have loved to have sat down and had a conversation with. Even if it was just about the weather. It could have been something just meaningless. I would have been like, yo, let's talk about the weather. Man, like, it has been a crazy week. And I have still been reading comments that are still coming in on my first video. I'm still seeing supportive comments, which you guys make my heart feel so warm. And of course, there's still people with negative comments, hateful comments. They're still there, but I mean, you're gonna have that. There's nothing you can do when it comes to those kind of people, except for just pray for them and love them and forgive them. Which I mean, I've been dealing with people like that my whole life, so it's like it's literally like I'm made of rubber and just bounces off. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's my current update for today. Just watching people's responses and the amount of people who are coming together, the amount of people who are going to church, that are seeking out Jesus. Like it's so beautiful. But also seeing the dark side of what people's reactions were. People have been fired, people have been arrested, people have been there's a lot out there. And the amount of gaslighting that I have seen from certain news networks and certain people within news networks is just insane to me. I don't get it. But it is what it is, and nothing you can do about that. So today, I'm going to end this video with Psalms 128. Psalms is great. I love Psalms. Blessed are all who fear the Lord, who walk in his ways. You will eat the fruit of your labor. Blessings and prosperity will be yours. Your wife will be like a fruitful vine within your house. Your sons will be like olive shots around your table. Thus is the man blessed who fears the Lord. May the Lord bless you from Zion all the days of your life. May you see prosperity of Jerusalem, and may you live in your children. May you live to see your children's children's. Peace be upon Israel. Psalms is so good. I love Psalms. I've been reading it a lot lately. I honestly can't get enough of it. So in my first stream, at least I think it was my first. Pretty sure it was my first stream. I recommended someone read Job. That is like if I'm struggling, that's my go-to book. Reason being, that man went through more than any person that I have ever seen alive today. Way more. He struggled harder than I have ever struggled, and his faith never wavered. So, yeah. Book of Job. If you're having a hard time and you are struggling, I do recommend reading the Book of Job. Just keep in mind, it can be, if you have like a weak heart in terms of like you don't like reading things or watching things that are like people struggling and amongst other things, you might have a hard time reading it. But either way, it's a good book. Book of Job. Anyway, all that is, today's, what's the saying? Today's TED Talks? Again, I thank you so much for all the support. I thank you for the likes. And the people who are disliking, I thank you for disliking. And I love the fact that people are sharing their thoughts and their opinions. on the comments. There is a one really big comment that I really wanted to read, but I might do a video where I'm talking about comments, ones that really stuck out to me. But I'll wait for me to not be, coughing my lungs out. But again, thank you all so much. I love you all. Continue to pray, continue to seek Jesus, and I can guarantee that your life will look brighter and you will be at peace and you'll have nothing but joy in your heart. It's happened to me. It's happened to me right now. I'm feeling nothing but joy and prosperity right now. I am super happy. I'm loving life. Anyway, again, thank you. I love you. And I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.